General characteristics of Romanticism, third part of Unit A of Paper 1. Now, the term Romanticism has been reiterated in the last few days, and you must have formed an idea of the same. Now, in this topic, we are going to discuss what is Romanticism, what were the historical, political, and social factors that led to the Romantic movement. Also, we will take a look at the various definitions given by the various critics, and then we will study the general characteristics of Romanticism and we'll discuss each one in detail. The time span of the Romantic period given by the historians is from 1798 to 1832. While having a discussion on the precursors of Romanticism, we learned that the Romantic movement had started taking shape in the 18th century. Poets like Thomson, Gray, and Collins, who are called the precursors of Romanticism, had started showing romantic tendencies in their works, and Romanticism was manifested long before in the works of the 18th century poets. We can say that the definite shape and direction to the movement was given with the publication of lyrical ballads by Wordsworth and Coleridge in 1798. So the Romantic period, it started in 1798 and it ended in 1832 with the death of the novelist Sir Walter Scott. The Romantic period is the most talked about period in English literature, and there had been much debate on its defining principles and aesthetics. Generally speaking, a Romantic movement is a movement in art which took place in Great Britain and Europe in the late 18th century, and it is the expression in terms of art of sharpened sensibilities and heightened imagination. The Romantic period is also called the Romantic Revival. The word revival here indicates a return to literature, to those romantic qualities which had characterized the Elizabethan age, the literature of the Elizabethan age. So the imagination, the passion and emotion, and the joy of newfound freedom and power of mind had been the characteristics of the Elizabethan literature. But in the neoclassical period, the Elizabethan sensuousness, liberalism, and sensibility had no place, and the classical poetry was seen as the poetry of intellect rather than as the poetic imagination. So the classical spirit of the 18th century, which had given rise to artificiality in poetry, both in regard to subject matter and style, had to face a revolt by the Romantic poets. And therefore, the Romantic movement can be seen as a revolt against the classical conventions of the 18th century and also as a revival of the romantic spirit of the Elizabethan age. Now, the romantic poetry, it was close to the Elizabethan age, and the Elizabethan literary forms and subjects were revived again. The heroic couplet was replaced by the Spenserian stanza, the sonnet, the lyric, the pastoral, the blank verse, and the ballad. Similarly, the imagination, richness of language, lyricism, picaresqueness, sensuousness, which were the characteristics of the Elizabethan works, were found again in the literature of the Romantic period. So we can say that Romanticism was the opposite of Classicism. Now, Classicism and Romanticism, they are generally considered antithetical. Classicism is concerned with the social, the formal, the intellectual, and the static, whereas Romanticism is concerned with the individual, informal, the emotional, and the dynamic. Now, Romanticism is also seen as a reaction to the Industrial Revolution, and we have already discussed this in detail when we discussed the impact of Industrial Revolution on literature. And yes, Romanticism was a reaction to the Industrial Revolution. Romanticism emphasized nature over industry, and it was a reaction to the mechanized life which was the result of Industrial Revolution. Romanticism is also a reaction to the age of enlightenment. Now, enlightenment had held human reason and rationality in the highest order, but for the Romantics, human will and freedom were sacred. So, Romantics focused on emotion, feelings, and nature against the reason and logic of enlightenment. The Romantic period was greatly influenced by the French Revolution. Rousseau, who was the main exponent of French Revolution, gave the call of return to nature, and he stressed on the importance of democratic ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. And so we can see that in the Romantic period, the spirit of revolt was heightened by the French Revolution with its cry of liberty, equality, and fraternity. So Rickett writes about the influence of Rousseau on the Romantic poets. He states, quote, Rousseau's sentimental influence touched Blake, Wordsworth, and Coleridge. His intellectual influence, Godwin, and through Godwin, Shelley, unquote. Now, the French Revolution, it marked the beginning of a new order which was based on the democratic ideals, and it stirred the imagination of English poets like Wordsworth, Coleridge, Southey, and Byron. Now, Wordsworth exclaimed, quote, Bliss was in that dawn to be alive, but to be young was very heaven. So the French Revolution, it had a great influence on the Romantic literature. Now, Romanticism has been defined by various critics, and here are a few of the definitions of Romanticism. For example, Pater calls it an addition of strangeness to beauty. Dunton defines it as the renaissance of wonder, and Heine calls it the reawakening of Middle Ages. For Rickett, Romanticism is the expression in terms of art of sharpened sensibilities and heightened imaginative feelings. Ligui and Kazamiya defines it as an accentuated predominance of emotional life, provoked and directed by the exercise of imaginative vision. So there are many definitions of Romanticism, and we can say that Romanticism emphasized the individual, the subjective, the irrational, the imaginative, the personal, the spontaneous, the emotional, the visionary, and the transcendental. So, looking at the characteristics of Romanticism, here are the chief characteristics of Romanticism: mystery, love for nature, imagination, interest in the past, interest in humanity, subjectivity and spontaneity, elemental simplicities of life, speculative and inquisitive tendency, and regeneration of poetic style. So these are the integral factors in Romanticism, and we will discuss each one in detail.